Trump chief legal spokeswoman Alina Habba joins me now. So, Alina, how does today impact this legal situation you're having?
The legal situation I'm having shouldn't exist, no matter who's sleeping with who. Let's start there, Jesse. We all know that. I think that the fanfare and the craziness that Miss Fani Willis has brought to the table with Mr. Wade has been quite honestly entertaining, but distracting from the key fact of the case, which is that President Trump did not do anything wrong. This case was brought clearly by selective prosecution, persecution, and only for election interference. We see that now. What's more troubling today is that, this judge we have has, as you said, punted. He allowed an out, but that doesn't mean that the case should still stand. We had 3 counts dismissed against President Trump, 3 counts dismissed against another defendant. That was a great start. But let's not deny what's happened here, Jesse. This case was brought intentionally this year. It's old as can be, just like Stormy Daniels, just like a lot of these cases that we've seen that are witch hunts, to stop Trump from campaigning. So while I appreciate all of it, and it is quite entertaining, I'll give you that. I don't disagree with you. I think that we can't be distracted from the fact that this case entirely should be thrown out. Miss Willis is clearly compromised. The taxpayers should be outraged in the state of Georgia, and they should take action against her.
When we eventually see these text messages, and I believe we will see them, and they show Fani and her lover conniving, maliciously prosecuting Donald Trump, doing it for fame, doing it for fortune, doing it without any sort of judicial integrity. What does that tell you, not just about this case? What does it tell you about all of the cases?
First, let's start. Miss Willis went into a church, a religious house. If anybody has any morals or moral compass, how dare you go into a religious house and cry racism? That, to me, was the lowest point of all of this. I have to be honest with you, no matter what those texts say, and I'm sure we'll see what they say, and they will say what we think. How does it relate to all these cases? I hope it opens the door, Jesse, to us looking at all the DAs, all the AGs, communications between the White House, the administration, and collusion between all of them in bringing these cases the same year, even though some of these cases are years and years and years old, had no investigation or investigations for years, and then waited until he was the candidate and obvious candidate for the Republican Party and nominee. So I would like it to open the door. I hope we get those texts, but let's look into everything. I fear that we can't do that until we have a different administration in place. But more importantly, it's time for the American people to see the corruption I've seen, the destruction I've seen to the judicial system. It is deep. They are coordinating. And there is no question that her texts with Mr. Wade are just the beginning.
Yeah, she can't prosecute Trump in the same courtroom that she perjured herself in. When you do get a new administration, if Donald Trump does win in November, would you suggest he look into all of these prosecutions, seize their phones? These are government phones. If you have a subpoena, you should be able to see what they're writing. You should be able to see what they're texting, what they're emailing. That would really uncover some of the illegal and prosecutorial misconduct which we believe has happened. Would you suggest he do that?
I suggest you absolutely dig deep and clean house, number one. Number two, more importantly, Jesse, I'm exhausted of seeing so many subpoenas come out. People come testify in front of Congress and then nothing happens. I want to see action. I want to see people be held accountable for real crimes, not this fake stuff that has to do with politics. I'm not saying you go after one side over the other. I'm saying clean house. There is no room for politics at all in the judicial system. I am a lawyer. It shouldn't matter whether you're a Republican or a Democrat. Our legal system, our Constitution is about America, period. So I would absolutely recommend that we take a look, clean up, and start from the top.
All right. Alina Habba, have a great weekend. Thanks so much for joining us on Jesse Watters Primetime.
You too.
Click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You won't get it anywhere else.